From Hollywood, the dating capital of the world, in color, it's The Dating Game. And here's the star of our show and your host, Jim Lang.
Thank you very much. Thank you and welcome once again to The Dating Game. Well, now that the neighbor look has come and gone, the in man is the Renaissance man. He's more of an atmosphere, really, than a clothes horse. He harkens back to an era when gentlemen courted a young lady with every persuasive power they had. Well, our first young bachelor, who will be questioning three delightful young girls, is the national debate and persuasive speaking champion of the United States, which fits him firmly into the Renaissance man category. Of course, three vivacious ladies are always capable of shaking any bachelor's cool, so we'll see what happens when we return with game one. But first, here are some wise words for you.
Good morning, Mrs. Anderson. Uh-oh, you brought the moving target in for his haircut, huh? Hi, Timmy.
I'm glad someone's in a good mood, Sal.
What's the matter, Mrs. Anderson?
I've got a headache with a million things left to do. I better take 2 more of these or I won't even make it through the haircut.
Hold on. Mrs. Anderson, why not try what I use? Vanquish.
They're different.
Vanquish is different. It gives you the well-known pain reliever in this tablet, plus extra medications in this tablet, and this tablet, and buffers as in this one. 3 headache relievers and 2 gentle buffers in each unique caplet. Vanquish. It's got everything going for it. For relief so complete, your headache shouldn't come back.
Hey, Timmy. You left without your lollipop this morning.
And I left without my headache.
With Vanquish, your headache shouldn't come back.
Our 1969 Renaissance man may find our 3 lovely young ladies are also well equipped with persuasive powers, capable of leading him on a merry chase. Let's meet them, and here they are. Hi, gals. A student who is toying with the idea of working for an airline, our first darling damsel, emphatically states that her main interest is modeling. She enjoys skiing and skin diving. We'd like you to meet Suzanne Hodgins. Hi, Suzanne. A former homecoming princess, our second young lady is from Whittier, California, and she, too, is a student. She plans on attending college and majoring in home economics. Could be she has marriage on her mind. Please say hello to Lynn Harold. Hi, Lynn. And a devotee of modern dancing, our third glamorous gal would like to be a teacher and teach Spanish. She plays pool, she enjoys bowling, and she's from Los Angeles. Here is Debbie Carroll. Hello, Debbie. And that completes our beauty board for game number 1. Now, in order to keep our gentleman from hearing the introductions of our ladies, we've kept him isolated this time, offstage in a soundproof room. I'd like to introduce him to you right now. In addition to his debating and persuasive speaking championship, he's a pre-law student whose interests run to politics, tennis, and history. He's from Stockton, California, and we're happy to welcome to the dating game, Dennis Warren. Hello, Dennis.
Thank you.
How are you? Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Dennis, we have a little persuading that's going to go on the other way here. The ladies are going to try and persuade you to choose them. You can only choose one, of course, out of the 3. You understand how we play, right?
Right.
Okay, we'll start with a hello and see how they sound. Bachelorette number 1, would you please say good afternoon to Dennis?
Good afternoon, Dennis.
Thank you. Number 2?
Hi, Dennis.
And number 3?
Good afternoon, Dennis.
All right, Dennis, you all ready to go?
Yes, Jim.
Have a seat right here. You got your questions in your head, I guess, so fire away. Good luck.
Number 1, I'm the former national debating and persuasive speaking champion of the United States, and theoretically that means that I can talk almost anyone into anything. Does that make you more enthusiastic or less enthusiastic about going out with me?
Oh, more enthusiastic because I can talk pretty well, too, and we could just talk up a storm.
How about you, number 3?
Well, it all depends on what you're trying to talk me into.
What would you like?
Well, it all depends on what you want to do. You know, what you're going to talk me into is what it really depends on.
You certainly must have a preference.
What would you like to be talked into, I guess?
Well, let's go
I
on.
really don't want to say.
Number 2, if you knew that no one was watching, what would you do that you've always been afraid to do before?
Oh, sing. Just sing. I love to sing. And when nobody's watching, I just sing up a storm.
About what?
Well, you know, just Sing all sorts of songs and stuff.
Can you do better than that, number one?
Oh, I'd probably get up and walk around and jump around a little bit and make me feel a little less nervous, I think.
Number three, when was the first time that you knew you were a woman?
I guess the first time I could make a man feel like a man.
And when was that?
I think you're going to have to ask the guy that.
Number one, how about you?
When I first realized that I was appealing to men, and they started treating me the way I had always wished to be treated.
And how
by
old
men.
were you?
Pardon me?
How old were you then?
Oh, just fairly young.
Okay. Number two, I'm the president of an organization, a national organization called Love. And because organization needs slogans, what would you suggest?
Love conquers everything.
Number one?
Love rules.
Okay. Number two, what would be the best way for me to make your no's turn into yeses or at least maybes?
To my what?
Make your no's. If you said no to me, how could I make you say yes or at least maybe?
Well, since you're the national debating champion, I think you can do it pretty easy.
Just work at it?
You just have to,
Okay.
say sweet nothings in my ear and things like that.
Number one.
Same question.
Same question?
Yeah.
Oh, I just let you do a little more talking than I do, and just let you talk me into a little...
Okay, number two. What's the cutest thing that you do?
The cutest? I wrinkle my nose just beautifully.
You must do something more than that.
I think that's pretty cute.
How about you, number three?
Well, I can wink pretty good.
And
With
number
both
one.
eyes.
Same question.
I have a cute little giggle.
You have a cute little giggle?
A giggle.
And demonstrate it?
No. It won't be so cute now.
Number two. Number two. You're the latest thing in new alarm clocks. What do you do that's different from the normal alarm clock?
We shall never know, Dennis. That's the signal. Time is up, and now you're going to have to make a big decision. And while Dennis is deciding which of our lovely ladies he's going to choose, we'll take time out for these messages.
Jumping jacks make soft, light, unlined leather shoes so a kid can flex his toes. They can't turn rough pavements into tender meadows. It'll just feel that way. Jumping jacks, shoes for toddlers to teens.
This is a leg man at work. Patient, tireless, dedicated. He studies what makes a leg unforgettable. The leg man knows how to accentuate an ankle, reveal a heel, how to create a comfortable shoe so dramatic other leg men can have a good stare. We at Red Cross Shoes are leg men to the core. Sometimes we work an extra long day, but none of us mind. Red Cross Shoes. Every age has its own special beauty, but she has a quality of freshness that never loses its appeal. After the baby, she was proud of her figure again, but her hair looked dull. Now it's fresh, exciting, as she is. Does she, or doesn't she? Hair color so natural, only her hairdresser knows for sure. Miss Clairol, shampoo formula or cream formula?
I don't use Ban Roll-On antiperspirant, and I'm dripping in mink. Yes, you'll be dripping in anything.
Ban Roll-On, the antiperspirant you know helps keep you dry.
That's why it's the roll-on more people use. Ban Roll-On. Its powerful anti-wetness formula really works. Ban keeps you so dry, you can see the difference.
How dry I am when I use Ban.
Welcome back to the dating game. And Dennis, you're going to have to make a decision now. I know you're used to persuading, but this time we're interested in seeing which one of the lovely gals persuaded you to choose them. Was it Bachelorette number 1, Bachelorette number 2, or Bachelorette number 3? Which one is your date, Dennis?
Jim, I have to go with number 2.
Number 2, all right. Bachelorette number 2 is the lucky lady. Is there any particular reason, anything she said that convinced you she had to be chosen?
Oh, she was very exuberant, sounded very exciting, and I like girls who wrinkle their noses.
Who wrinkle her nose. Maybe she will wrinkle her nose when she comes around here, but we'll have to wait a few moments as we meet the other ladies first. Bachelorette number 1 is a student. She'd like to work for an airline. She enjoys skiing and skin diving as outdoor athletics. Her name is Suzanne Holden. Suzanne? Suzanne Hodgins. I'm sorry, I got the last name wrong. Well, you did not choose Bachelorette number 1, Dennis, and you also didn't select Bachelorette number 3, who would like to be a Spanish teacher. She loves modern dancing. She loves to bowl and shoot pool. Her name is Debbie Carroll. Debbie, come on and say hello to Dennis, if you would. Debbie, thank you so very much for joining us on the dating game today. You gals were great, and it's always a happy day when we can have pretty girls on the show, and we hope you'll be equally delighted with your Mirror Go Lightly, the slim, portable makeup mirror with expert lighting. It flips easily from a regular to a magnifying mirror and comes in a smart travel case. The whole kit and caboodle only weighs 3 pounds, and it'll dry your hair up a storm. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, Dennis, your date stands by with a wrinkly nose. I'll tell you more about her. She is a student currently majoring in home economics, and perhaps she has her eye on that married life. Originally from Whittier, California, her name is Lynn Harrell. Lynn, come on and say hello to Dennis, please. Congratulations, Lynn. Did she wrinkle her nose? Beautiful. We planned an evening for you and Lynn which boasts a genuine international flavor. First, you'll be expected for dinner at the Villa Contessa, home of the classic Italian cuisine reminiscent of Alfredo's in Rome, fettuccine and cannelloni beside a cozy fireplace. Then, by direct contrast, you'll be spending the remainder of the evening at Dante's. Noted as a mecca for music buffs, there's always a swinging session underway at Dante's, a touch of Italy, a touch of the American jazz scene, an international date for you to share together. Thank you so much, Lynn. First of all, thank you so much, Jim. Hey, take care, Dennis. Thank you. While strong advocates of the equal time ruling, particularly when it applies to the male and female of the species, we have a scintillating young actress model mulling over the question. She'll toss in the direction of 3 eligible bachelors for Game 2. She's lived in London, New York, and Los Angeles, which gives her a truly continental outlook on life. And we'll meet her right after Johnny Jacobs takes a practical look at today's special gifts for our special guests.
Jim, we swing the style spotlight toward our delicious dating game gals. From Paraphernalia, the nationwide chain of avant-garde fashion boutiques, they'll each receive this fresh and exciting outfit. Paraphernalia, the fashion pace center for young sophisticates. And they'll also receive this Western Union Candygram, a telegram and a box of fine candy, a lovely gift for a date and the sweetest way to say I love you. It's a Candygram. Our dating game couples will be riding in style and comfort in their chauffeur-driven new GM automobile from National Car Rental with more than 1,400 locations in the United States. The customer's always number 1 with National. From Spiegel, the famous Spiegel catalog. For our dating game bachelors, we've chosen this efficient, streamlined tape recorder. It plays more than 40 hours on a single set of batteries and boasts a truly fine fidelity of sound. It's from the catalog, which features over 50,000 quality items. Spiegel of Chicago, Illinois. And speaking of quality, here's our host, Jim Lang.
Thank you. Very well spoken, Johnny. Well, with interests varying from the American theater to sports cars, we have 3 garrulous guys on our panel of bachelors for game number 2. Let's meet them, and here they are. Gentlemen, welcome. A comedy writer, bachelor number 1 has written, produced, and directed 3 successful off-Broadway shows. His material is used by such stars as Joan Rivers, Phyllis Diller, and Carol Burnett. We'd like you to meet Jerry Wheeler. Good luck, Jerry. A member of England's distinguished Royal Shakespeare Company of Players, bachelor number 2 intends pursuing a film career as well as his stage work. He plays soccer, he plays cricket, and obviously enjoys a cup of tea. His name is Richard Jones Barry. Welcome to the show, Richard. And an insurance investigator, bachelor number 3, says he enjoys writing and getting deeply involved with his head. He, too, likes sports cars. He's from Los Angeles. We'd like to welcome Wayne Wyckoff. Hello, Wayne. And there are 3 agile-minded gentlemen for game number 2. Now, to prevent our young lady from hearing anything about our 3 gentlemen, we've been keeping her isolated off stage in a soundproof room. Let's bring her on stage right now. She is an actress and a model who has worked in London, New York, and Los Angeles. In addition to her theatrical work, she's a dress designer. She likes to write and to sew. We'd like you to welcome Kathy Cozy. Hello, Kathy. How are you? Nice to see you. Kathy, we have 3 gentlemen over there. They'll be called bachelors, 1, 2, and 3. No names, and you must find out all you can by your questions. You understand how we play, right? Okay, we'll start with a hello and see how they sound. Bachelor number 1, would you please say good afternoon to Kathy?
Hello, Kathy.
Number 2?
Good afternoon, Kathy.
And number 3?
Hi, Kathy.
All right, Kathy, they sound ready to go, so anytime you're ready, you may begin. Good luck.
All right, bachelor number 1, what are the magic words and what happens when you say them?
The magic words are I love you. And if I mean it and say it, something's got to happen.
From me.
From you.
Okay, you work your magic on me. All right, bachelor number 2, what are your magic words?
I love you too, but more than he does.
All right, that's pretty good. Oh, bachelor number 3, I really have to ask a frog question because I love them. Could you sing me a rock and roll love song about a frog in the style of the 50s?
I don't even sing in the shower, Kathy, let alone here. If you want to hear a song about a frog, we'll go buy one, and some night we'll sit by the fire and listen to your frog.
Well, I don't have a frog. Number 3, could you sing me a song?
That was number 3, Kathy.
That was, oh, I'm sorry. Number 2?
Sing you a song about a
frog.
You're a toad, you're a toad, you're a filthy rotten toad.
That's beautiful. Number 1, do you have a song about a frog?
Yes. Come on, baby, let's do the wog. Come on, baby, and be a frog.
Number 2, if you promised me the moon and I took you literally and you couldn't deliver it, what would I have to settle for?
But I would get you the moon if you wanted it. I'd climb up a rainbow and pluck it out of the sky for you. No, I would, really, I would.
I believe you. Number 1, what would you give me instead of the moon?
Instead of the moon, I'd give you the stars in the sky to match the stars in your eyes.
Well, you think you could get them? So, all right, number 2, Superman number 2. Describe to me your strangest power.
My strangest power? My strangest power? My strangest power,
You're Superman now.
Oh, I'm Superman. Oh,
Yes.
I'm Superman. I'm sorry, I don't know these American comics. I'm sorry. My strangest power is to read people's minds.
Oh.
Yes, I'm sorry about that.
You already know. Number 3, what's your strangest power?
The power of destiny. I think we should get together when we might find out what our destiny holds.
Oh, but you already have that power. Number 1?
Well, I can see into the future quite often, so I can tell you what's going to happen with you and I.
All right, what's going to happen with you and I?
Well, you're going to choose me, and we're going to go off on a date and have a great time.
Okay. Number 3, the word for today is mushroom. Let me hear your favorite mushroom joke.
I haven't heard any good mushroom jokes lately. How about an elephant joke?
That's a pretty good one. Number 2, do you have a mushroom joke?
No, but as I can read your mind, you were saying I'll ask that number 2 a rotten question, so we can't answer it.
Very good. Number 1?
A mushroom joke? Why did the mushroom grow on the other side of the street?
I don't know. Why did the mushroom grow on the other side of the street?
You know, I don't know, but if you can come up with an answer, we'll be in business.
Number 3, what's something that your mother told you that turned out to be true?
The facts of life.
Okay, that's the signal, Kathy. Now relax and make up your mind. You have a short time to decide. And while Kathy is deciding on the gentleman of her choice, we'll take time out for these messages. Watch it.
This is how Kraft feels about Italian dressing. Made in America. But the new 1969 Kraft Italian tastes like it never left Italy.
The softness, the freshness that is nature.
The softness, the freshness that is soft parquet, with the fresh margarine flavor that you'd expect from Kraft. It's so soft it spreads smoothly even fresh from the refrigerator. Blends in beautifully when you cook or bake. Comes in pretty reusable cups. Try the softness, the freshness of soft parquet from Kraft.
Maybelline, Maybelline means beautiful eyes.
Ultra Brow, Ultra Shadow, Fluid Liner, Ultra Lash Mascara. Why have eyes like these?
Beautiful, beautiful, Maybelline means beautiful eyes.
The finest in eye makeup, sensibly priced. Maybelline.
Children are strange people. Out of nowhere, they get fevers. And while the fever's there, they hurt. St. Joseph aspirin for children is for those hurts. Children's hurts, from colds and flu. It's the one aspirin more children's doctors recommend. It's pure aspirin with pure orange flavor. And no aspirin is made more carefully or more completely with your child in mind. St. Joseph aspirin for children.
Welcome back to the dating game. And Kathy, you're now going to have to make a decision. One of those gentlemen over there will be your date. The other two, I'm sure, will be disappointed. Now, which one will it be? Will it be bachelor number 1, bachelor number 2, or bachelor number 3?
It'll have to be number 2 for his toad joke.
Number 2, all right. He sang a nice song about a toad. What was the other reason? You have another
He
reason?
said he could read my mind, and I'd like to encourage him to think he could read mine.
Well, I wonder if he read it and knew he was going to be selected. Did you? I guess he's nodding. Yes, he knew he was going to be the one. Now, before we meet him, I want you to meet the other gentleman, Kathy. Bachelor number 1 is a comedy writer. He has obviously not written any mushroom jokes lately, though. He produced and directed 3 off-Broadway shows. He's written for such artists as Joan Rivers and Phyllis Diller, Carol Burnett. His name is Jerry Wheeler. Jerry, come on and say hello to Kathy, please. Jerry, very good job. Thank you so much. You also didn't select bachelor number 3, Kathy. He's an insurance investigator, and he enjoys writing and getting deeply involved with his mind. From Los Angeles, here's Wayne Wyckoff. Wayne, come on and say hello to Kathy, if you would. Wayne, thank you for an excellent job. You fellows were just great. Obviously, you did not have the pleasure of being selected, but it was our pleasure having you with us. And for each of you, we have an elegant selection of men's jewelry by Anson, makers of fine gifts, sold exclusively by jewelers, including this handsome pen and pencil set in sterling silver, and again, many, many thanks. Thank you so very much. Good luck to you. All right, it is time now, Kathy, to meet our toad friend. Let me tell you something about him. Read him. He is an actor with the Royal Shakespeare Company and hopes to get into film work. He, in the athletic line, enjoys soccer and cricket and a cup of tea because he's from England. His name is Richard Jones Barry. Richard, come on and say hello to Kathy, please. Congratulations, Richard. Well, Kathy, knowing a model delights in wearing fine feathers, we've lined up an exciting formal affair for you and Richard, which takes the two of you to San Francisco. Upon arrival at the San Francisco International Airport, you'll be whisked to the downtown heliport by SFO helicopter. In San Francisco, you and Richard and your dating game chaperone will be staying at the beautiful Jack Tar Hotel. The Jack Tars, where the in-crowd collects to enjoy the gourmet dinners in the famous Cosmopolitan Room. You're also invited to attend the formal premiere performance of Madame Butterfly in Kabuki style by the internationally famous NKD all-girl troupe at the Kabuki Theater Restaurant in the magnificent San Francisco Japanese Cultural and Trade Center. You'll fly to San Francisco via PSA, California's leading airline, with over 900 flights a week. So enjoy your trip to San Francisco. Thank you so very much, Jeff. Right out that way. Richard, take it right over there and you can chat a little bit. If someone were to ask us to describe a typical Hollywood opening, we'd say there's really nothing typical about any of them. Each is a happening, as you can see from the premiere of Julie Andrews in Star, which was attended by our dating game couple Jill Mannings and Stephen Brooker. And who was on hand to greet them as they arrived for the festivities? Perhaps you've recognized Regis Philbin. Better smile, kids. You may be on the Joey Bishop Show. We'll have more of their adventures at the premiere following this verbal adventure.
Armour is famous for fine canned hams. They've got a lot of them. But there's one that's the very best of the best. Armour Golden Star. You see, inside each whole big ham, there's one small part that's all real, honest meat. And that's the only part you'll find in this can, because it's the only part we use. It's all honest ham, honestly lean, naturally without gristle, honestly tender, pink and juicy. Cost more? Quite a bit more. But it goes further, a whole lot further. In fact, the only part you throw away is the can it came in. If you want a good ham, buy an Armour ham. They're all good. But if you want the best, get the one with the gold star on it. Armour Golden Star. The honest ham.
Well, there were as many stars in person as there were on the silver screen for the premiere of Star, which is the movie musical biography of Gertrude Lawrence, as portrayed by lovely Julie Andrews. Our dating game stars were Jill Mannings and Stephen Brooker. And if you challenge that word stars, get a load of this action. The gentleman behind the smokes is Mr. Roger Smith. And the gal with the chinchilla has got to be Ann Market. And would you believe Phyllis Diller looking so conservative? Or is she? After the picture, our couple received souvenir programs at a gala party presented for the special guests. And one of those just had to be, and was, the star of Star, Miss Julie Andrews. Another dating game date, this time to a premiere. Don't forget to join us tomorrow, and remember you can see the dating game every Saturday evening, also in rosy romantic color. I'd like to say thank you, Dennis, for stopping by. Lynn, congratulations on being selected. You make a very nice couple. Congratulations, Richard. Kathy, have fun in San Francisco. I know you'll enjoy it. That's it for today. Jim Lang saying bye-bye, and I hope you always get the date that you really hanker for. Ready to throw a kiss? Ready? Come on, let's throw a little kiss. Oh, that was so good.